In the world, fear is real. Fear is very real. In the kingdom, there is no fear. We only have faith. How many of us exhibit faith instead of fear? I will give, because now, the thing is, an average person will say, it's because you are good or you have money. That's why you are saying like this. I agree, because if you have money, sometimes you don't even need much faith. You already have something that powers your faith. But once you don't have, then you will know. You now know the thing about this beautiful world. There is nobody that has permanent money. Now, no. There is no permanent money. There was a day around, it don't reach like 2 months now. Me and my family, we drank Gary for 3 days, non-stop. Gary and granite money. When they say, Mommy, I'm hungry, you drink another Gary and granite. And we did it for 3 days before there was a solution. Should I not tell you the worst part? It's not like I didn't have money. I kept it to buy petrol for church. 60,000 naira. I had 60,000 for petrol for church for Sunday. And everybody is drinking Gary. Sometimes, when I say these things, my wife will be like, I say, now God send me. You for the pray to God, may no call me that time. So I go be like normal husband. But do you realize that the mentality and the faith, because she's still here, all of us, whether you like me or not, you don't feel marry another husband now. So we continue. But a day will come, and it's not far, when somebody in church will say, Mama, please, we have something we are doing in London. Will you be chance February? And she will say, I will ask my husband. Don't ask me. Just say yes. You don't need to ask me. And they will say, all expenses paid. After she says yes, I will now come back and say, so you want to collect my wife? So you are taking only my wife to London. Says, Daddy, you did not know. We thought you were busy. I'm not busy. Say, okay, had his own. And then when you are flying, they put you in a first class. This one, just church member. Then at the end of the day, you will not be like, this is about 15 million. You say, yes. You will now appreciate the days I used 60,000 to buy petrol. That is what I call giving causes increase. If I save my 60,000 and I invest, wait till it go turn to in 3 years. Turn to 85,000. If the MMA, what do they call them? Never collect that from my hand. MMM. Because while you are trying to save, you will enter bush with it. In the Christendom, our mentality in the kingdom, you have faith. You do not have fear. So even if everything is scattering like this, your faith is, no go scatter. You go to scatter. You are saying, no go scatter. And if it's scatter, no be me. I've taught you how to do this, church. It's not you that will pronounce evil. Until dead body know they talk. If I tell you, say this thing will work. If you think, say, no work. My own is it will work. Until it doesn't work, I will still say it will work. I won't even remember that it's not working. Because I'll continue to say it's a work. I will convince myself, humanly speaking, that it will work. Everybody around me will tell me, some people, you know me now, I'm teaching you practical steps. That's the ministry God gave me. I'm not just preaching to you. You have to practicalize it. Hallelujah. Some of your friends hide all their DPs. It's not doing you any good. It's giving you fear over faith. Me, till even my stars, I hide them. I mute. Okay, is that the right word? I mute their status. You don't need some people, they will join you to association of your primary school on WhatsApp, association of secondary school 1, school 2, or maybe you went to 3 different secondary schools. The 3 secondary schools will add you to their WhatsApp group. Some of them will make you their admin. You are laboring for something of the world that has no increment. In your mind now, they will give you a job. Maybe 8 years you graduate, so which job have they given to you? And funny enough, the employment market is so funny. Immediately you grow old, nobody can employ you again. I hope you know. And the reason is, whatever you have learned, they cannot unlearn it from you. That's why they don't employ old people. So they will employ 21. So even if you don't know anything, they can train you and become something. Brethren, the mentality of the world will not allow you make life, neither will you make heaven. Unless you switch to the mentality of heaven. It's only the mentality of heaven that can operate in the world and you still gain eternity. That's the password here. The word teaches you, because I want to tell you this. That's why we prayed more on joy today. The word teaches you that joy comes from external conditions. That's what the word teaches you. And should I tell you how they taught us this? How many of us know Jehovah's Witness? Jehovah's Witness? Do you see them happy before? They don't celebrate birthdays. They won't, anything they do, they don't. Do you know that thing works? Because that's how my life is. I don't celebrate anything. So even if I'm in trouble, you won't know. But do you realize that if you're a flashy young man that celebrates everything? I have a boy that I taught like 4 years ago. He's doing apartments. That's his business. When all those December, their money is, you will see him from place to place. As he's sitting in Amala joint, he will go and do this, go and swim in the air. You know, when the money finish, you will think his phone has spoiled. He won't have money to buy petrol to go out. Everybody will be asking, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? You say, nothing. Am I hibernating? Me, I don't know. Say, money don't finish. So, do you know the pain you feel, especially to people you have flaunted wealth to? All of a sudden, while I don't they. You see that up and down is the strategy of the world. Joy does not come from material things. I'm telling us kingdom mindset. If your joy is tapped based on your success, you are already a failure. And you are not failing like failure because you don't have money. You will fail because the position of your heart is going to be horrible. That you'll be depressed. They will be studying your depression in the university. I learned something when I studied the 100 billionaires in the world. Virtually all of them, they have pain that they use drugs to suppress. You know, if you are using, I'm not saying drugs like paracetamol, like cocaine, all this nonsense they do. And then they party a lot. Because there is no happiness in achieving anything. Until you achieve, it will look like a big deal. Once you achieve it, it looks normal to you. I can't count the number of times I've dreamt of something, which all of us are in these shoes, and then you achieve it, it becomes what now? It becomes nothing. Nothing. Absolute nothing. So if every time your happiness is lasered on what comes forward, which day are you going to get to happiness? Which day are you going to get to joy? Kingdom mentality puts every joy on Christ, not on material things. Some people think, when I have enough money, I'll be happy. Please, I want us to be chorusing the players as they talk this thing. Once I have money, I will be happy. You will say they play. Oh yeah, now. Are you ready, church? Once I have money, I'll be happier. If I own a lot of land, my joy will come. Oh, if I succeed in school, I will be fulfilled. How many of us don't graduate? Did you fulfill anything? But those days in the university, when your lecturers are telling you, if you don't have a hair in this course, your GPA is going to GPM. I don't even know. What does that even mean? And then sometimes you are in one very funny relationship. If they do you gri. Maybe you have married the person now. Waiting can happen. And I never start quarrel. All those, oh, she's beautiful. When I was to marry my wife, when she was coming, I was crying. I see it online. I say, nah, lie. Me. I did not even need them to propose to my wife. To tell you how African I am. But for weird reasons, I don't know. I just saw her, I started crying. My brother had not tell me, say, guy, you dey cry. I say, no. He say, sit here for her. I say, I got you. As he called them, say, I dey cry. And he think, oh, I know they say, I dey cry. I say, she been now 16 years with the go, so we know they quarrel. Oh, okay. God told me something that time. Say, I begin cry. Say, because it's never easy. You don't attain success from material things. You don't attain it from successes. Some of you now never enter plane before. Me too, I was there before. You know, the devil has a way of tricking us. I said, I never entered plane before. Okay, we now went from, I think, Abuja to Lagos or Lagos to Abuja like that. Then all of a sudden, I never entered international plane before. So later I enter international plane. You never enter first class before. When you enter first class, you go say you never enter grave class. Like it continue. Your happiness can never be built on successes. Never. That's how happiness is built. Some people will say, oh, I want to escape reality, so I want to go to clubs. Those days I was an MC of programs. So sometimes I go to bars and all to do MC. I'll be looking at them. They will drink all their money. They will come and spend it. For those of us that they always lodge, if you go for wedding, you see, when they are spending that money, even some girls will be like, this man get money. They will come and be dancing with the man so that I can spray them. When we wake up the next morning, that's when I usually know what happened the previous night. You will now say, man, wake up, say, I thought I had my briefcase here. They say, yes. Say, I kept 500,000 inside. They say, yes. I can't find anything. You sprayed it. Say, no. Am I crazy? That was my rent. You carry your rent, go spray. No, people, that's why this, I don't know if I'm to make this, can I talk freely, church? Okay, nobody said yes, so let me just move on. No, I'm not going to say. The Spirit of God used you for me. The example I wanted to give is very bad. Because if you're on the street before, I wasn't on the street, but I hear the street. If any man picks up a lady, what do they always say before the next day? Collect money. That's the only assignment you pay before you collect product. Because if you know collect the money before that product, the next money you go pay, wait till you won't pay for. They will never pay again because it becomes, that's to tell you, even during that, there is no success at it. Joy does not come from material things or earthly things. None. Zero. And the problem for that is it will rise and fall. If they give you a new appointment today, yes, the new salary is 25 million. Yes, per annum. After 1 year, are you still going to be doing yes? It's gone. Because it will go up, it will come down. Every time your joy depends on that situation is not kingdom mindset. That's of the world. And it is going to collapse under pressure. That's where the problem starts. Because the higher you go, the more difficult life becomes. If you are single today, you think you have problem because you are looking for who to marry. Once you marry, it becomes double problem. And guess what? 9 months later, they triple the problem. And guess what? Before you say Jack Robinson, you have 8 types of problems. Because you have 6 children, 1 wife, and 1 husband. So you are now 8 problems. And then you will see us wear the same clothes. You'll be like, wow, I love this family. You love us because we did not collapse under the pressure of what you see. Because our joy was not attached to it.